In this daily drop, I'm going to talk about the growth of this channel, so let's go. All right, everybody, here we are about an hour away because this is Wednesday. I'm shooting Thursday's episode 284 of the Daily Drop. About an hour away from the weekly live stream. I had every intention this morning of coming in here and setting up the movie trivia questions for the B&H contest and picking out the prizes and all of that stuff. And lo and behold, as does happen here, I would say sometimes more often than not, I went down a rabbit hole and I am just climbing out. And here's the deal. This channel has existed for quite a long time. Not with daily content, not with my original series, which was called Gearbox, which I believe, I may be wrong, I believe if I had started on YouTube a long time ago, would have had a different growth path than it has in terms of this type of content that I create. I started the Daily Drop in August of 2023, and since that time, the channel has grown from just a little less than 10,000 subscribers to almost, we're getting close to 12,000 subscribers. So that's about 2,000+ subscribers over a year. Now that's not explosive growth by any means. It is growth. It's moving up. And in fact, in the first few months, especially the first 3 to 4 months of the Daily Drop coming out, there was a very interesting thing that happened in terms of the analytics on the channel, which was that I would start to see subscribers being added, and then I would see subscribers going away. Added, go away. And very oftentimes it was a 1 step forward, 2 steps backwards, because I think what was happening is people were figuring out whether or not the content on this channel that I was creating was content that they were interested in. And that's absolutely what people should be doing. You have choice in terms of what it is that you're viewing and how much of that is content that you want to revisit or come to on a regular basis. And it's a thing. So yes, I'm doing a daily series 5 days a week with the Daily Drop. It's a lot of work and I like doing it. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't want to. And I know because I've done this in the past where the signs are in terms of burnout or not wanting to do it anymore. But I'm in a growth pattern here, but it's a very slow growth pattern. And a lot has changed in terms of the potential growth of a channel on the YouTube platform. As you know, there is more and more and more content being created and uploaded on a regular basis. And interests in terms of what type of content you or I are interested in over time will also change. So the rabbit hole I was in, which was partially because I was updating all of my descriptions on my videos on the channel, was what is it that I am or I am not doing that can grow the channel? Now, I don't have lofty ideas of becoming Mr. Beast. I also don't create that type of content. I also don't think it's easy at this point in time to grow a channel related to video production and filmmaking in the same way you might have been able to do it 5 to 7 years ago, even 3 to 5 years ago. There's definitely been a lot of changes all around in terms of that. I'm not an SEO specialist. I'm not a specialist in terms of how to make perfect thumbnails or to create content that is just going to grab you and get your attention. I'm a nuts and bolts type of person. I'm about practical application. I know where my lane is, but I also do have a lot of interest in the channel growing. Why am I doing this 5 days a week unless the audience is getting larger, there's more engagement, I'm helping more people? There's a purpose here. And of course, it's part of the business. So yes, I have affiliate links. Yes, I have a few sponsors for the channel, but ultimately the content I'm creating is the content I'm interested in creating. And I don't really think there's any other way to do it, because if you're committing yourself once a week, once a month, 5 times a week, 7 times a week to creating content, then it has to be, in my opinion, something that you're interested in and that you want to do for the long term. So why am I talking about this? Well, I think that why I'm talking about it is because what I'm trying to figure out right now is, should I be doing other things on other platforms, which of course is more work, to drive more people to this channel and the content I'm creating? What is it about the content I'm creating that interests you? What about it maybe doesn't interest you? And are you looking for shorter form content on other platforms that helps drive? Do you watch shorter form content that gets you to other YouTube channels? I know this is a stream of consciousness, but I need your feedback, your engagement, your comments in terms of what you think about that kind of stuff. It's not going to necessarily drive exactly what type of content I'm going to create, but it's maybe going to drive how I create auxiliary content to drive more people to the channel. And that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, because it is a lot of work. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy helping people, but I'm not sure exactly of the path to get past the 2,000 subscribers over a 12-month period of time and increase that markedly, not crazy, but markedly, so that the channel is growing and more people are accessing this information. So any comments, engagement, reactions that you can give me related to this would be much appreciated. Part of what makes this channel, I think, work for me and hopefully for you is that community aspect. And sometimes you have some more information than I do. And some of it I'm going to take to heart. Some of it I'll look at and say it may not be right for what I'm trying to do, but it's all welcome as long as it's positive and it's with the intention of making this channel better and also the channel growing. So it grows. All right, there you go. Don't forget to, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.